Hello, and welcome to the Sugar Bell Review, a program dedicated to learning about the people, places, and policies that make up the Bellbrook-Sugarcreek community. This evening, we have back with us Kelsey and Annie Pryor from the Bellbrook-Sugarcreek Family Resource Center. We are so glad you guys could come back in and fill us in on what's been going on and maybe what's happening in the coming months.
Thank you so much for having us back. We're thrilled to be back.
Thank you. It's very fun.
Now, I've been following you guys on Facebook, so I've kind of got an idea of what you've got going on right now. I know there was something about birthday wishes. Is there a program for that?
Yeah, we just launched the FRC Birthday Wishes, where we have asked all of our clients to submit their child, their grandchild, any child they're a guardian of, to our birthday program. So about a month in advance, we ask them to tell us what the child is hoping for their birthday that maybe the parent isn't able to provide right now. And then we share that on a different page anonymously, and people are able to sign up to provide a birthday gift for a child in need. So that's been so much fun. I would say the thing I'm most excited about the program is that Simply Decadent has donated a cupcake to every single child who is celebrating their birthday with us. So every week when we're giving out the gift, we're also able to give a fresh cupcake that the child has picked or the parent has picked the flavor for. So that is really generous and amazing of them. So we are so happy to be partnering with Simply Decadent and to be able to give a birthday gift.
We are. We really want every kid to get something for their birthday and feel special on their birthday.
Yeah, and it's, this year in particular, it seems like there needs to be a little something because everything's so wonky.
Absolutely, yes.
Go ahead.
Sorry, especially since the unemployment additional benefits have stopped and now evictions are back on, utility shutoffs are back on, and that's made it really stressful for a lot of the people in our community.
Okay, well it's nice that they can take something that's meaningful, but probably lower priority than bills off their plate so that they know their child is being taken care of.
Absolutely, that's the goal.
That's really cool. And there are a couple of other things I've seen coming through. There's a fellowship with one of the local churches.
Yes, we applied for a fellowship with St. Francis of Assisi in Centerville, and they have provided us with a very generous grant to be able to fund having one of our clients actually work in the Family Resource Center. So the client's name is Sherry Chestnut, and she is fabulous. She applied, she sent in a resume, we went through an interview process, and she's now working with us 12 hours a week for 5 months.
Wow.
So that's been so much fun to have her in the office so far. In addition to helping us in the office, she's also has the opportunity to take classes and actually learn from community members.
So it's like a work experience program.
Exactly.
We want her to learn a lot, and the goal, of course, is when this is over to have something great to put on her resume so she can get a better job in the community.
We also plan to help her actually get a job before she's done with our program. So hopefully by January 1st, she's employed in the community. So and then we're hoping to have this be an ongoing program.
Okay.
So then once January hits, we can have another fellow start. And hopefully that will also be funded. We can continue this program because
kind of like a 6-month work.
Exactly. We love the idea of being able to help somebody getting to know them, being able to help them put skills on their resume, allowing them to take classes in the things that they're interested in, and then helping them get a job and kind of, if, just having that support to get back on your feet or whatever your situation may be.
Needed to really support themselves independently.
Exactly.
That's really, it's a cool program. It's neat that you guys have something like that going.
Kelsey dreamed it all up. She did. She worked hard on that, and that was her goal, and she's made it happen.
Thank you. It's been really fun.
I saw something about getting a big check from the government, right, to help with some of the stress and strain on the community's lower income families.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
That has been like the most exciting thing that's happened to us in ages. Oh my goodness. So the CARES Act brought down money kind of through all the government chains, and the city of Bellbrook was given a generous amount that was pretty limited in terms of how it could be used. So for example, they're able to use it to change the ventilation systems for like the firehouse, like for example, where people are sleeping there every night and they want to make sure they've got really great safe air. Right, exactly. And another way that this money can be used is actually handed directly to residents who have been negatively impacted by COVID-19 financially. So people who have been furloughed or Also people whose child support payment stopped because they were receiving payment from somebody who was furloughed, and just it's amazing to hear the stories of the different scenarios that have happened and how drastically people have been impacted. So to actually be able to hand money to people who are struggling with rent or utilities or any number of things, it's just been
helping to ward off that
amazing.
Eviction or those,
Exactly.
getting the power turned off just as long as possible.
Exactly, right. So it's not, it's a Band-Aid, unfortunately, like until the economy is kind of back going as it is, but to alleviate that stress and to just help in that way, we are so grateful to the city for allowing us to be able to do this.
Is there anything else that I've kind of missed? I mean, I know you guys do post fairly regularly with your list of things that you need, but I didn't know if there were any more updates that I've missed.
Well, let's see. We have our big Thanksgiving food basket program coming up in November.
Okay.
So that is with St. Francis of Assisi too. They collect all the food for us and deliver it the Sunday before Thanksgiving to all of our clients who've signed up for the Thanksgiving food basket. So that's a wonderful program we do with St. Francis.
How does that work? I mean, is it like a full Thanksgiving meal, or is it? Like,
Yes, they collect about everything you could want, including a turkey and everything. So it's great. So they give people a big box of food with the turkey and everything the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Get them all set up for
Yes.
the holiday meal.
Yes, that's
Exactly.
the St. Vincent de Paul program at St. Francis.
Okay.
It does it. And all the St. Francis parishioners help. And it's very fun.
That sounds like it. Is there anything else you're doing coming up for the winter months? Because I know there's a lot that goes on between, school starting and
Yes.
Absolutely.
January.
We are, in addition to collecting coats, either gently used or new, we would also love to be able to accept mittens, gloves, hats, scarves for adults through kids, all sizes, because we want to make sure that everybody is warm when they're outside this year. I think especially this year, there's going to be more school happening outside and more events in general, and people are going to be playing outside based on COVID. So we would love to make sure that everybody is warm. And that is a drive that we will probably be starting in October, and we'll update that in our newsletter and on our Facebook page.
I'm sure that would be helpful too. I know some of the kids are now having to walk when they didn't anticipate
Yeah.
having to walk,
Right,
and
absolutely.
making sure everybody has access to keep them warm
Absolutely.
is definitely a good goal. That sounds like fun. You guys have been super busy.
Yes.
Now, if I remember correctly, there is a volunteer training coming up. So if somebody in the community wants to volunteer with you guys, they can? How does that work?
That's right.
Well, on September 28th at 12 o'clock, we are having a volunteer training lunch. So Kelsey and I will be going over the details of volunteer work and everything everyone needs to know, and we'll be having lunch. So if anyone would like to attend, please let us know. We need to RSVP so we can have the right amount of boxed lunches ready.
It's aimed at all people who have previously volunteered with us, in addition to any people who are interested in volunteering with us in the future. So the goal, things at the Family Resource Center have changed so much in the last little while that we also want to make sure all of our volunteers are, fully aware of all of our programs and all of the changes that have been coming, and just kind of make sure everybody's up to date on confidentiality and, issues related to poverty and homelessness. And so we are just going to cover all of that, plus tell them exactly how to do the various programs. So it's a great way for new and experienced volunteers to get to know each other.
And this includes the younger ones. I know my daughter has been coming occasionally to help out too, and she really loves it. So I'd want to make sure that for the youngsters in the 13 and up, or what's your lowest age group that tends to be accepted as a volunteer?
I think we haven't turned anybody away, but we just kind of try and make age-appropriate jobs. So,
Right. And younger kids usually come with a parent when they volunteer. So.
Okay, so it could be a family volunteering thing.
Exactly. We have that pretty frequently, which is awesome.
Yes, yesterday we had a family come, and the little girl just loved to put cans on the shelves of the food pantry. That's what I like to too.
And we are going to have social distancing at the event. We're going to have, we're hoping to get it live streamed, and we're going to try and make a video afterwards so that people can watch it later. So being there physically is not like a barrier to being able to volunteer with us.
Well, that's cool. That sounds like a nice opportunity for anybody in the community who wants to give a little back.
Absolutely.
It's neat that you guys are doing that and making that available.
Thank you. We're also going to be having some Christmas donations coming up, like opportunities for people to help with gifts. Would you like to?
Oh, yes. Closer to Christmas, probably starting right around Thanksgiving, we'll be getting giving tree gift tags ready. And if anyone would like to adopt a family or just buy a gift for a person, we will have all that ready for anyone who wants to help out at Christmas or with gifts or food or anything. So
is it, with the giving tree, is it a couple of options? Can you adopt the entire family or can you adopt per child? Is it either way?
Yes. Sometimes we have like a business or something, adopt a whole family.
Okay.
And sometimes a person just says, I want to buy one gift for one person.
One kid.
So they can, usually people can pick,
Okay.
A tag, here's a boy who wants a scooter,
Yeah. Or
so,
my kid likes board games too. I bet
Right.
you could figure out, yeah.
or a grandmother
Absolutely.
who'd like a robe, so.
And then in terms of holiday food, usually you guys have your sort of weekly needs list
Right.
that you put out. And I highly encourage everyone in the community to sign up and like your Facebook page so that they get the updates. It's really easy to toss a couple extra things into the cart when you're in the grocery store, Hey, I saw that the resource center needed, butter today, or, well, probably not a perishable, but,
Aluminum foil.
there we
yeah,
go.
Some
Yeah.
toilet paper.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Toilet paper is
Toilet
always
Lots of toilet
good.
paper.
Toilet paper's always going to toss an extra thing of toilet paper into the cart and
Right.
drop it off. So it definitely is good that you put those out there. So I encourage
Thank you.
everyone to like it.
Thank you.
So they can see the list. But is it going to change closer to Christmas? Are you going to have sort of your normal weekly needs list and then have like a Christmas list the same way you do with Thanksgiving?
We will have to think about that. We
Yeah.
are not quite sure yet. We
But
will not. we're
seems
not
like a
quite
good
sure
idea.
yet. Yes,
Well,
that
that's
is
a
a
good
good idea.
We are seeing a need in our community that we have not seen to date. So based on kind of everything I was saying before with changes economically. So right now we're trying our hardest to keep the food pantry stocked, but we're getting probably about 30 families a week. And this is, ranging from a single person to families of 7. So our need is really, really great right now to keep the food pantry stocked. And we are, I think, one of the fewer pantries that provides, actually what people have asked for on a list, and that we include paper products and toiletries and cleaning supplies. So those are items that people can't necessarily get from other resources, and those are really important for us to be able to continue to provide because, looking at your last roll of toilet paper and saying like, what am I going to do now? What's my next option? Like that's something that a lot of our clients are dealing with on a regular basis if they're not getting to us or before they found us.
Well, and you guys are very generous. When I volunteered at the pantry at Epiphany Church, they serviced so many families in such a large community that they had to limit what they were able to
Right.
give because they just couldn't keep up with the need if they were giving everybody full orders every time. So it definitely is good that you're still able to provide what is necessary.
We are trying really hard to do that, and we really are noticing that huge shift. And there were weeks a few months ago where we had I think a low week was 17, 15 families, and now it's been 30
longer it's
families
gone
for
on.
the past 3 weeks, and that's just been
So we just need the community to try and help band together
absolutely.
and do what we can to sort of support as much as possible.
Any support in terms of donations or gift cards to grocery stores is tremendously helpful for us. So it really helps us be able to help the community.
We love to be able to give a volunteer a gift card and a list to go to Walmart or Kroger and get, we're completely out of foil and deodorant and toilet paper, go, And it's great because it's one less thing she and I have to
get on
find
top
the
of.
time to do. So that's wonderful, and people can leave donations anytime in the plastic bins out front of the Resource Center. We come in at least once a day to empty the bins. So
Is there any time that you're not there?
Right now,
I was there earlier.
I'll be
I
back
was there
tomorrow.
earlier too. We'll both be back tomorrow. No, we're there a lot, but we are very lucky to have other people who are helping us as well. Holiday Cole and her daughter Reagan Morrow are fabulous. Holiday is our resource coordinator, and she's doing so much in the community to help people actually get connected to supportive services that can really help get them to the next level and, you know, help them be self-sufficient. And she's fabulous. So we are very lucky.
That's so awesome. So just to recap, we can make sure everybody knows we've got a weekly list of needs that are on your Facebook page. So if you like the Resource Center's Facebook page, you will always be aware of what you are in need of at that moment. You've got the birthday gift program coming up, so you can adopt a child essentially to provide them a birthday present. You've got a hopefully coat, hat, stocking, mittens, gloves, cold weather drive clothing coming up. Thanksgiving, and then of course you've got an angel tree and Christmas to prepare for. So hopefully, if you guys are watching, you guys can keep the Resource Center in mind when you're at the grocery store and when you're going through closets and doing a little bit of fall cleaning, because it sounds like the community could really use us to all band together and be supportive of one another. So have a lovely evening. Thank you, ladies, for coming in to join me. I really appreciate the update on the Resource Center, and hopefully we can continue to help everyone else know that you're out there for that, if they need you, or to help donate too if they have a little bit of abundance on their plate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
You guys have a great night, and you guys have a wonderful night too. We will see you next time.